Not a man, it's caught, but that's short of first down yardage. As the catch by Beltran led him out of bounds. So the East gets the job done on the offensive side, and now the defense backs it up with a stop. And punting time for the West All-Stars. Pressure coming. They get the kick away just in time, and a booming kick. Returnable from the 38 to the 39-40 out to the 42-yard line. Good field position to start a drive for the East, and now another penalty comes raining in at the tail end of this. We may see another player thrown out of this one. There's two more gone. It's offsetting penalties. So they'll mark the ball down at the 43. For the East All-Stars. Jacob Cavazos will come back in at quarterback. Directed him downfield and scored on this first drive of the second half. So in less than 4 minutes. First down now for Cavazos. Drops back, swings a pass left side. It's caught. Receiver tries to turn it upfield. Now he breaks a tackle down the sideline. That's a first down. How about that? For the East All-Stars. Cavazos on the pass. And that was Darius Hernandez again on the catch. And then just an escape mechanism to get the extra yards after the catch. 1st and 10. Cavazos now hands it off. Running play across the 40 down to the 35-yard line. A quick hitter that time by Cesar Mancias. The Hannah Golden Eagle, and that's a good 6-yard carry. Cavazos is ready. Hands it off, running play left side. Taking on a couple of tacklers, getting it down near the 30-yard line. That should be enough for a first down. Frosto on the carry. The drive continues for the East. Momentum is definitely on the East side. They've lost a couple of players in the first 4 minutes here of the second half. But the guys in there are performing right now. Mancias stays in the game, is in the back. It's a free play coming up for Cavazos, so they'll blow it dead. Be a false start on the offense. Still first down. Ball outside the 35, call it the 36-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Frostro to the right side will now swing out as a receiver. Keeping Mancias in the backfield with Cavazos. On this first down play, Cavazos wants to throw. They pick up the pressure, delivers the ball down the left-hand side, and it's going to be incomplete. Right there in the hands of Darius Hernandez. Tipped away at the last second by the defense. And watch this play on the defensive side. Cavazos showed the arm strength to get the ball there. Hernandez was down there. Good effort all along. Stops the play. They also move it back to the 36. Cavazzo is ready to go on second down. Drops back to throw. Inside, gonna run. Here he comes. Mancias down the left-hand side. Big hit, but out of bounds at the 10-yard line. First down coming up for the East. Mancias nearly took that to the house. And watch this hole open up. Mancias, hello. And then blocking by the receiver deep downfield. That's Hernandez delivering a block 15 yards beyond the line of scrimmage in an all-star game. Now they're going to bring it back outside the 30 and call a penalty on the play on that block. That'll happen to a receiver a lot of times as well when you're out beyond line of scrimmage delivering a block like that. The tendency is to make the contact, but then you got to more or less you're setting a pick. If you can deliver one hit, great. But any kind of sustained block, which is what you saw there, if that defender makes any move whatsoever, you're pretty much in a position of hold. Second down play, running play. Mancias bounces it outside, trying to turn the corner, hemmed in, and he'll be brought down. Short gain on the play, if any. Good pursuit this time by the defense. Looked like there was some room there, but then three guys right there, nowhere for Mancias to go. Third down for the East All-Stars here in this 2019 All-Star game from Sam Stadium in Brownsville. Cavazos with two receivers either side of the field. Drops back to throw. They pick up the pressure. Pass downfield is going to be nearly picked off. West All-Star coaching staff wanted a hold on that play. In the backfield, trying to free up Cavazos to deliver that pass. Fourth down coming up. They'll bring in the field goal unit to try a long field goal attempt here. They'll mark it down at the 39. It's a 49-yard field goal attempt. Kick is away, and it is off the upright, no good. Had the distance just off the upright, and the drive comes to an end. That's not a kicker out there kicking the ball. That was Pion, a wide receiver for the Hannah Eagles, who nearly drilled that through. West All-Stars take over, leading 24-7.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next.
Quickly, the West All-Stars are back on the field. First down play, they'll run it up the middle. That'll get to the 35. Gain of 4. That was Erlen Benavides on the carry from Edinburgh High. Three receivers set on the right side for the West All-Stars. Unos will pitch it inside. That's a loose football. They'll blow it dead incomplete. Shovel pass, so an incomplete pass. And quickly, third down for the West All-Stars. An offense which had been just singing along in the first half. 1 3 and out on their first possession. Now a third down coming up here. Unos takes it, looks to throw, going for it all. Down the left-hand side, and he's got a man caught inside the 30. First down for the West. See if we get a replay on that. Check out this. This is just throw it up. Go get it, young man. First down for the West All-Stars as they'll move the chains. all the way down to the 25-yard line. Running play this time, bounce it left side on the inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Benavides on the carry again. Good enough for an 8-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 2. My, how one play can change the momentum of the game. The West All-Stars are apparently going 3 and out, and then suddenly that completion, now they're looking to score. Overthrown there, incomplete pass. Over there in the direction, that was Gabriel Tamez out of Sherryland as the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up for the West All-Stars. They'll run it. Benavides hit hard, and down he goes. Now a decision time for the West. They certainly have the range for a field goal with no rush at all. He can bring in the unit, but they're under the direction of David Gilpin, who is Mr. Offense himself. Don't get you wrong. He'll be defense as well. He'll scream at defense. But he loves to draw up the offense. He'll run it. Benavides to the left-hand side. Got a 1st down inside the 10. Benavides to the 5. Benavides, touchdown West All-Stars. The Edinburgh Bobcat. Benavides bounces it outside and then made this last man miss. Got a great block. The receiver down there delivered a block on 2 defenders. And Benavides takes it to the house. Extra point coming up for the West. .6:33 left here in the second half. They blocked the extra point, but that's not allowed. Should be an automatic point, says the coaching staff for the West. Yeah, the only time there's no contact allowed is when there's a extra point or a field goal. Now the extra point attempt for the West. Kick is away. And good. West All-Stars lead it 31-7. Kickoff coming up.
Let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
San Benito's Hog Wild Country Concert and Cook-Off. May 18, 2019, featuring Team Liga de los Musicales, the Powell Brothers, Lauren Corzine, Drew and the Dance Hall Dreamers, Bo Garza. It's the best country and Tejano music in South Texas at the San Benito Fairgrounds, 551 Cesar Gonzalez Parkway. Ice cold beverages, Texas Zoo, food and craft and vendors, photo booth, animal farm by CDNJ Mini Ranch, $5 general admission, children ages 10 and under free. Details at sanbenitoevents.com.
Kickoff coming up for the West All-Stars as they lead here in this ball game by the score of 31-7. And now 3 of the 5 quarterbacks in the game for the West All-Stars have directed drives that result in touchdowns. Landry Gilpin with a couple. Orlando Munoz with one. And Trey Guajardo with another. On the return for the East across the 30, 35-yard line to the 36. Good return for the East All-Stars. And they'll have to ramp it up yet again here now in the second half as they trail 31-7. Benefit on their team is that they do have the luxury of an extra time as it's a 15-minute quarter for the four. So you still got 21 minutes of playing time, which in essence we're just short of a full half at the high school level of time on the clock. Quarterback in the game this time, Cesar Aguilera for the East All-Stars. For that snap, the whistle blows. There'll be a delay of game against the East. Marching back 5 yards. There's some confusion as to who was supposed to be in the game. Garcia now checks in. Frankie Garcia, wide receiver out of San Benito. Lines up on the right side. Quarterback in the game, Cesar Aguilera. The Port Isabel Tarpon. 2 backs to protect him. A lot of contact before the snap. Here comes another penalty. They should get the 5 yards right back as that left side on the defense jumped across for the West. Now the question is, were they drawn? No, they weren't. So back to 1st and 10. Aguilera still waiting to take his first snap. Does. Hands it off. Running play out across the 40. Short gain on a carry by Cesar Mancias. They'll give him 3. Second down coming up. Quarterback keeps it this time, bounces it outside to the right side, and a first down and a lot more. Down the sideline, first down and a big carry for Cesar Aguilera, the Tarpon. Aguilera took that and showed some tremendous speed. As they get him in focus here. From here, he makes that move, and now it's just sheer speed. Now they're going to bring part of this back. So now what's happening is every time the East is having a big play, penalties are coming into play. First down. Running play goes for a couple. Second down coming up for the East All-Stars. 24-0 at the halftime break. The West All-Stars led this. East came out of the gate, scored a touchdown on their first drive. Got a stop, got the ball back, but couldn't put that in the end zone. And then the West got on track and scored again. Pass play, right-hand side. That's overthrown, incomplete. East thought they had a free play on that. It looked like somebody jumped off sides, but I still don't see a penalty on the play. So it brings up third down. Third and 8. Aguilera keeps Mancias in the backfield, keeps another back to his right side, which is Frostro. Rolls out. Now he's going to turn it upfield, tries to get to the sideline, gets hit, driven out of bounds. Short of first down yardage. Watch a hit delivered here at the end of this. This is an all-star game, my friends. Trying to get that extra yard, and then that hit was a little late. 4th down and 2 coming up. And Mancias is hitting the backfield, and down he goes. Coming through untouched was Kobe Gibson of Robert Vela. Turnover on downs. And a SaberCat defender makes a play on that one. West takes over at their own 30. Looks like they're going to bring in Simon Fernandez as the quarterback from Valley View. Fernandez saw some action in the first half. His first snap here in the second. 3 receivers on the right side, another out to the left. Quick hitter and nothing doing on that carry, as the East was all over that one. Second down and 11. Walking down the sidelines earlier, didn't see a whole lot of coaches. I saw the La Villa coaching staff was here on the east side. Was expecting to see more coaches down here on the sideline. Down goes the quarterback as the East gets a sack. It was a low snap, and there was really no chance at all for Fernandez. Fernandez looks up and is like, hey, where's all that time that you guys were giving Landry Gilpin? Dylan Salinas and Orlando Munoz and Trey Guajardo. Give me a little of that time. Has time now, delivers a ball, and it's nearly picked off. Looking downfield for Gabriel Tamez. Incompleted pass, and punting time now for the West All-Stars. Reminding you, we got high school softball coming tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, I should say, right in the middle of the day. Rio Hondo series, game 2. They switched that to Beeville. I'll get up early and make the trip up to that one. We'll have game 2 of the Harlingen South softball series as well. Good snap. The kick is away. And they'll let that roll dead at the 47, and that's where the East will take over.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
East All-Stars with the football in their hands. They'll look to throw. Right side, it's caught. Trying to get to the outside. They'll get out of bounds at the 45 of the West. Cavazos back in at quarterback. Delivered that strike. Penalty on the far side of the field. They'll call a hold against the East to negate that play. Still first down, but they'll mark it back at the 37. For Cavazos. Rushes up the middle. Hit hard, upended, and down he goes. Jacob Cavazos is shaken up after that play. Took a big hit as he came across there, upended, and went right to the sideline, Jacob Cavazos. Training staff is over to work with him, and he looks like he's walking it off. Quick substitute in the game for the East. They'll pass it to the right side. That's incomplete. Jacob Poses now the quarterback in the game. The Raymondville Bearcat trying to direct some magic here. Still third down and a bunch to go for the East All-Stars. Poses drops back to throw. A little short pass completed. Hernandez on the catch. He's quickly wrapped up and thrown down. Short gain on the play. And fourth down. Poses trying to connect to Hernandez, but that's just letter perfect defense by the West. Fourth down. Punting time for the East. West should get good field position out of this. You wonder in the fourth quarter if we'll see Landry Gilpin a couple more times to close out his high school career here in the RGV. Good snap. They'll get the kick away. It's a short end over end kick. It'll go out of bounds, and the West will get great field position to start this next drive. They lead 31-7. And they'll start this drive right about their own 46. Check at the 43. High snap, they'll get it. And we'll lose a couple on the play. Simon Fernandez fortunate to hang on to the football on that play. Loss of a couple, second down and 12 coming up. Now they'll look to throw. Now they'll run the ball. Getting out about the 47-yard line on the carry by Fernandez. Long count now. They'll look to throw again from the right-hand side. Simon Fernandez looking, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Bazan, the intended receiver. Ethan Bazan out of Memorial High School. And a quick 3-and-out for the West. As their punting team's right back on the field. Punt's a good one, rolls inside the 5 and all the way down to the 1-inch line. And that's where the East All-Stars will set up shop. First and 10. It's about as far downfield as you can put a football. to start a drive. Then after the play, a penalty resulted. And so wipe all that clean. Punter's like, man, I did a great job. I haven't marked any penalty yards down yet. And now they do. They take it out across the 15 to the 16. First down for the East All-Stars. Josiah Ortega, the quarterback, now in the ball game. Hands the ball off. Couple of yards gained. Second down coming up for the East. Ortega from Rio Hondo. Small school, small school, small school. Rio Hondo, Raymondville, Port Isabel. All district foes. They may be the only ones left to finish this game. Ortega wants to throw here. Gets rid of the ball over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. Nearly picked off back there. Daniel Enriquez. Was that Enriquez? It is. Enriquez is a wide receiver. He's back there playing as a safety, and he nearly picked that one off. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter of play. West All-Stars lead this one 31-7. We'll be back with more.
Download the Brownsville ISD app and stay updated on the latest news and events.
We pick up action here in the fourth quarter from Sam's Stadium as the East All-Stars, under the direction of Josiah Ortega, face a third down and 7 yards to go. First play of the fourth quarter. Running play, left-hand side. That gets out across the 20. And then giving up ground, being driven backwards is Cesar Mancias. Forward progress will take him across the 21 to near the 22-yard line. Well short of a first down. And so the West All-Stars defense gets the job done again with another stop here. Fan asks what schools are in the West. Hidalgo, PSJA North, Valley View, Mission Veterans, Sherryland, Donna North, PSJA Memorial, Edinburgh, Nicky Rowe, Gruya, La Jolla, to name a few. Punt is away by the East. They'll let that roll. Now they'll pick it up across the 30, coming back across the field. This is Enriquez, and watch out. Enriquez has a wall. Enriquez going to take it to the house. Kick return on a punt. Touchdown West on a punt return. Daniel Enriquez showing off his skills here. This is Daniel Enriquez watching that ball. It's off his fingertips, and now Enriquez has to pick it up. By the time he turns upfield, he's 70 yards away from pay dirt. Great move made there. Another move made here. Here comes blockers, and now speed just in case, but stays with the blockers and walk it in from 5 yards out for the score. 6 more on the board for the West. Extra point is good. West on top, 38-7. Kickoff coming up.
Come to Furniture Place where you get Ashley Furniture for less. Your family deserves the best, and you get the guaranteed lowest price at Furniture Place. We have the latest styles and colors to choose from. There's so much to see. Beautiful and stylish, you'll find it all right here at Furniture Place in Brownsville. It's time to get happy. Why not treat yourself to a lighted vanity table? Look and feel beautiful every day. The dining room set you've been looking for is right here too. We have modern or traditional styles all in one place. Great, right? Cash or credit, it's yours now. Furniture Place in Brownsville on Ruben Torres behind Starbucks.
Here at Sam Stadium, the East All-Stars have been hit with 38 points by the West tonight. And the West All-Stars have been creative in the way they've scored their points. Punt returns through the air, on the ground. And it's not just a couple of guys. Everyone's contributing that has their hands on the ball for the West All-Stars. East will get the ball on the kickoff, which is a high booming kick inside the 10. Try a reverse, take it right up the field though, across the 20, 25 to the 30. Nice move made there, a better move made to the 35, and then he falls down. Good return though on that one for the East. And they'll start this drive from their own 36. These are some great moves. There. Would have been another one, but there was pursuit coming behind that. First down as they move the ball out to the 36. Jacob Cavazos, no sign of his return to this game for the East All-Stars. Back in at quarterback. This Poses. He'll hand the ball off. Nowhere to go on that one for Moshe Debo from Marine Military Academy. Watch this one. Nobody there but a blue shirt fighting off a blocker at the same time, and then here comes more. Alonzo in there to help on the finish. Second down for the East All-Stars. Another big defensive play made. That time it was Javier Lopez out of Sherryland to make the stop. Ball going backwards again for the East. Third and now 15 to go. Poses will have two backs in the backfield to help for protection. Two receivers right side, another out to the left. Poses looks to throw. Here comes pressure, gets rid of the ball, and it's going to be nearly picked off. Back there, looked like that was Manny Salinas who had a chance at that interception. Stops the play. 12 minutes left here in this one. West All-Stars will get their hands on the football yet again. They lead 38-7. See the fans chiming in as they're rooting for their players and schools. We appreciate you joining us here for the broadcast here live on a Friday night. Punting time for the East All-Stars. All quiet here on this home side of Sam Stadium. There was a big crowd on hand. If they could have sustained some momentum as they started the second half, this place would be rocking. For that snap, there'll be a penalty assessed against the East. They'll move the ball back 5 additional yards. Back to return this kick, Gus Garza from Mission Veterans. Daniel Enriquez from Vela. In the direction of Enriquez, they'll let that bounce, and it will roll out of bounds. West will take over. Just under 12 minutes to go here in this game. Let's see who they bring in at quarterback this time around. Looks like Dylan Salinas back in the ball game from Gruya. He'll have Erlen Benavides back in the backfield with him. On first down. Looks to throw, wants a bunch, and incomplete pass. Leo Cantu, the intended receiver, downfield. Second down coming up for the West All-Stars. Looking to throw again, setting up a screen. They'll get it to Benavides. Makes a man miss. Now runs through another. Gets a first down out to the 49-yard line. Erlen Benavides not giving up. That'll be enough for a first down for the West All-Stars. And Benavides showing that still has a lot of fight left in him as he's closing out his high school career here. With his team up 38-7. First down. This time they'll run it to Benavides. Cuts it back upfield. Stays on his feet. Drives forward. Gains a couple more. He's got 4 on the carry. By the time he's brought down, it's to the 46 of the East. So Dylan Salinas takes a drive across the midfield stripe. Continues on, takes this snap. Rolls out, pressure coming, hurls a pass. That's going to be incomplete. And bring up third down for the West. Cantu was back there. Signs also. Ruben Signs out of Nicky Rowe High School. Incomplete pass brings up third down. Low snap. Looking to throw. Having time this time. Delivers it downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Leo Cantu trying to work back towards that ball. Had he been able to stay on his feet, he would have been wide open for that catch. Punting time for the West as it's fourth down. Drifting back is Caleb Solis from Harlingen South to return this punt. The high kick. They'll let that bounce. Takes an east roll out across the 20 to the 24. Now it's a loose ball picked up by the East. They can return this out across the 32-yard line, or will they blow it dead? They blow that dead. Fourth quarter continues. West led 24-0. East scored 7 out of the gate to start the second half. And then the West just simply pushed the gas and eased away to a comfortable 31-point lead. Now they will mark the ball down at the 31, it appears. So they do allow that return after the ball was touched. First down play. Good snap. They'll roll out. Looking to throw the ball is Ortega. Overthrows his man, incomplete. Second down coming up for the East. Josiah Ortega, the quarterback. Substitutes wheeling in from both sides. Getting the luxury of these all-star teams. You got guys you can throw in at any position and they'll produce. Quick pass by Ortega out in the flats. Couple of yards after the catch, but not much. Third down coming up for the East. So I'll mark this down at the 33. Now a penalty at the end of that. So they'll march this ball out right near the midfield stripe. Automatic first down. For the East. Ortega takes the snap, hands it off, running play. And here comes a penalty in the end of this one. And this should be a face mask against the West. We'll see it happen right about there. So on consecutive plays, 30 yards of penalties. Tacked off against the West. That's one way to have a drive sustained. For the East, they'll move it down to the 34. They'll start the clock up after the spot. Ortega out of a shotgun. Hands it off. Running play right side. Gains a couple. Second down coming up. This is Brenda Zapata getting a couple of carries. The pace Viking for the East All-Stars. Ortega on second down. Going to run himself. Right side. Turns it upfield. Got a good block, but again, good containment by the West. So Ortega never could really get upfield. You can see here he gets a good block right here, but then there's three other guys right there and shut that down. Third down for the East. Ortega keeps Zapata to his right side. Drops back to throw. That ball's tipped incomplete. And that would have been a pick six for Joey Garcia. Had he picked that off, he would have been on the dead run and nothing but green field ahead of him. Fourth down for the East All-Stars. Ortega stays in. Spreads the field with four receivers. Sends a man in motion left to right. And he's looking to throw on the right side of the field. Pressured, gets rid of a man. Incomplete pass, turnover on downs for the East. The West will now take over. West leading in the game, 38-7. They'll bring back Dylan Salinas, so we may have seen the last of Landry Gilpin in this ball game. Did light up the scoreboard for 2 touchdown passes earlier in the game for the West All-Stars, playing for his dad for a final time. First down play. Salinas looks to throw. Turns up, now he throws back across the field. Got a man, caught. Out across the 50, that's a first down. A great pass and a great catch. And another replay for the West. This is not an easy throw. From his back foot across his body, right on the money to the open receiver. First down for the West. Salinas takes a high snap, rolls out. Here comes pressure. Steps up. Now he cuts it back. Salinas with some room. Can he outrun this last guy? Tracked down. Good pursuit that time by, looked like Marco Noriega on the stop. Had Noriega not made that tackle, Salinas may still be running. Second down. Call it 6 yards to go. Salinas takes this snap, rolls out. Big hit delivered there. That was, who was that number 2 that delivered that hit? Frankie Garcia, Hector Salazar, Ray Trevino, or Nick Castaneda. Take your pick. All wearing number 2. Third down. Salinas looks to throw again. Down the right-hand side, has a man in the end zone. Touchdown, West. Luis Rodriguez out of Juarez, Lincoln. And how about this pass from Salinas? Protection was there, stepped up. And then Juarez, Lincoln in the house. Touchdown, Luis Rodriguez. 6 more on the board for the West as Salinas gets in on the fun with a pass. Extra point is good. Kickoff coming up. West leads the East big at Sam's Stadium on a Friday night.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches. $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
West All-Stars on top in this one here in the 2019 Rio Grande Valley Coaches Association. Kickoff after they tack on their 45th point. Fair catch is called for and made by the East. So the final team standing in the Rio Grande Valley at the football season brings their coaching staff and puts up 45 points in an all-star game. Meanwhile, holds a team loaded with talent on the east side to 7. And these coaches over here to my left side are still coaching it up. So these all-stars are getting their money's worth from the coaches that are representing the teams here. Again, it won't be long, my friends. You can start the countdown. It's 13 weeks from yesterday that we'll have football broadcasts coming your way. Of course, scrimmages will be happening before that. So go back 2 weeks there, 11 weeks to the first scrimmages. 9 weeks until the first practices. Those of you who are counting for football season. East looking to throw. Deep downfield. And Hernandez makes the catch. The LaFeria Lion in traffic. Darius Hernandez made the adjustment. And watch this. First of all, just getting rid of the ball, Jacob Poses gets away from the pressure. And now across his body, Hernandez makes the grab. First down for the East. Poses ready to go on this one. Sends a man in motion. Looks to throw again. Here comes pressure. Poses shows some speed. Now he turns it upfield. Across the 30, 25. Poses still on his feet inside the 15-yard line. A big run by Jacob Poses. And watch the speed that Poses shows off here on this one. Gets away from that man. That's on the dead run first. And now just racing through a couple of defenders before he's finally ridden out of bounds. The Raymondville Bearcat, Jacob Poses. First down play. Takes this snap, a high snap, hands it off. They'll run it up the middle of the field, and 6 points for the East. Ryan Mess out of Santa Rosa for the score. And watch the opening for Mess. Right up central. 6 points for the East. Second touchdown of the second half for the East All-Stars. As Poses gets the job done on a drive. Extra point is good. Kickoff coming up. West leads the East.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Here at Sam Stadium after the East All-Stars put points on the board. Ready to kick it off here to the West. Just under 4 minutes left here in this game. And a short kick for an onside kick with a chance at a loose football, but it's going to be fielded by the West, and that took a perfect bounce for the East. Unable to recover, though, as the West hangs on to the ball. That took the exact perfect bounce you want when you're trying to execute an onside kick. And so the West will take over. 1st and 10. Trey Guajardo back into quarterback for the West on this drive. PSJ Bear gets a couple more snaps. Guajardo rolls out, looking, throws it out on the left side. That's going to be caught. Cantu reels it in. Leo Cantu out of Mission Vets with the catch. And so first down for the West and Trey Guajardo. Guajardo ready to go. First down play. Rolls out right side this time. Looking. Guajardo still waiting. Now there's a penalty flag thrown. A second penalty thrown as he unleashes that throw incomplete. One was a hold for certain behind the play. Now the other on the sideline, I'm not sure what that one was. So they'll march the West back a few yards here. Back across their side of the 50 to the 48. And that's where Guajardo will have it on still first down. But now call it 20 yards to go. Drops back to throw here. Looking over the middle. Underthrows Cantu. Cantu had some room. Guajardo just underthrows for the incomplete pass. Family watching in Ohio says thanks to the coaches, the Mission Vets coaching staff here to my left-hand side. Still coaching up with right under 3 minutes to go, up 45-14. Headset still on, still getting the job done. Guajardo running away from the defense now, looking to throw. Delivers it downfield. That's going to be tipped and incomplete. Nearly picked off back there by the East. Guevara out of Hanna. Would love to see that one coming his direction again. Third down coming up. Reminding you the highlights will be up a little bit later on our website, on Rio Sports, also on our social media. Guajardo looks to throw again. Lofts this one down the sideline. Cantu is there. Incomplete pass. Guevara back there defending. And so fourth down for the West All-Stars. Stops the clock with 2:30 remaining in the game, and the East will get their hands on it one more time. We'll be shutting down rather quickly after this broadcast on our live broadcast of this. It's already 10:30. From here to home in Port Mansfield, another hour and 20 minutes. Then meeting the crew at 8 o'clock in the morning to go do the softball game. Punt is away. Fielded by the East. They'll let it roll now. Back inside the 5, they'll pick it up. Now bring it out across the 10 with some room. Out across the 25, penalty. This one's coming back. A lot of noise. There's a huge hit delivered at the end of that. But back around the 25-yard line is a penalty flag. As a block in the back will negate anything positive that happened on that return. It'll be a first down for the East. And I think the West coaching staff is about to put their headsets away. No, they're not. They still have them on. Our thanks again to KBSD ITV out of Brownsville, providing the terrific coverage. Elena Ortiz, the technical director. Camera operators, Alcides Lopez, Joseph Gomez, Lorenzo Lopez, Alex Uriste doing the replays, Hector Almanza, and Frank Juarez, both students with Veterans Memorial in the audio-visual department, doing a terrific job on running the show tonight here from Sam Stadium in Brownsville. Poses looks to throw, gets rid of the ball, hit as he threw it, incomplete pass. Pressure coming that time from Joe Mendoza out of Mission Veterans. And second down coming up. Our appreciation to all the schools that assisted us with broadcasting throughout this year, and looking forward to bigger things next year with Rio Sports and these school districts that are a part of what we're doing. Poses looks to throw again, rolling right side. Upended as he got out across the 20. Third down coming up. Sometime during the summer, right after the school year, I've been putting together a highlight reel of all the sports that we broadcast this year. All the stadiums, gyms, and fields. It's quite a reel. Running play to the left side for the East. That's short of first down yardage, but then the penalties come in at the end of that play. So we'll sort that out. Now the official says, let's run the clock. Unsportsmanlike contact called. Right now the officials are just like, can we just let this thing run out? Play clock is at 25. They haven't started that yet. They'll spot the ball down. The East will not have to take a snap. Now they're marching back and forth. Again, this is by design by the official. I'm certain they're just going to let this clock run out. That'll do it. The 2019 All-Star football game is in the books, and the West All-Stars victorious here in this one, 45-14, and they have a Gatorade shower for Coach David Gilpin. Victorious on his final game of this year. It's going to do it for our broadcast. Again, we got a lot of things we got to get ready for tomorrow. Again, our thanks again to Brownsville School District for providing us not only a place to broadcast the game, but the assistance in getting set up. Of course, fans, you can watch it on their television that they put out, the KBSD ITV station here locally. And we look forward to next year when we do bigger and better things, starting right here at Sam Stadium on August the 29th. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks again to everyone that joined in. Fans, watch the replays, watch the highlights, and keep watching. Rio Sports Live for the summer is just starting to get busy. It's going to be a busy summer. Till next time, from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, 45-14 the final, the Rio Grande Valley Coaches Association football All-Star game is history. Good night. As we are set to go, the starting lineups having been announced, we are getting ready for the playing of the national anthem, and welcome again to our broadcast here of this game one of the best of three series. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer, see if we can pick that up.
Your commitment and support for our athletic program is amazing. Sharyland ISD fans, are you ready?
Thank you, Dr. Maria Gatari. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove all headgear and please stand above center field for the national anthem, sung by Sandy Torres.
You see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam. Whose bright star through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we won, we're so gallantly seen. And the rockets red alert, the bombs were singing out. They flew through the night. Let us like one spirit. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? For the land of the free and the
There you have it. Playing of the national anthem is in the books, and we are getting closer and closer now to the start of this ball game as the Sharyland Rattlers will take on the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Rattlers will be the home team on the scoreboard, and they're already out on the field, and we are set to go for this. Game on. We do thank you for being a part of what we're doing here on Rio Sports Live. As Lozano wraps up his warm-ups, he'll be facing a potent lineup when you take a look at this Pioneer team as far as their averages go. Rivera leading off, hitting .475. Pedro Tobias right behind him at .370. Then you're back up over the .400 mark with Jacob Rosales, 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup. Something we'll have to give, though, as these pitchers have just got a minimal ERA that they have allowed little to no runs scored against them here on this season. Beautiful night for baseball here. The wind is blowing. It's blowing more right to left than anything else. here at UTRGV. We do thank you here at the college for assisting us in our broadcast as well. We were out here yesterday doing a site survey of the grounds. We also followed that up with running multiple cables throughout the day. Leading things off is Juan Rivera, and he'll lead it off. Leading things off, first pitch of the game is in there for a strike called. Batting from the left side. Next pitch is on the way. Check swing, it's low for a ball. They'll check down at third, nothing doing. Count evens at 1-1 on the leadoff hitter. Next pitch coming in, up and in for a ball. 2-1 on the leadoff hitter. Rivera followed by Tobias and then Rosales. Anybody gets on, Johnny Lugo will hit. Here in the first inning, top side of game number 1 of this best-of-3 series. Rivera is ready. Next one coming. Outside corner, that's a strike call. Evens a count of 2-2. There's a ground ball to first, and the first out of the inning is recorded. 3 unassisted on the ground out, and that will bring up Pedro Tobias. Tobias will step in, playing left field today for the Diamondbacks. Has a .370 batting average. And with one down here in the first, he steps in from the right-hand side. Pitch coming. Breaking ball stays inside for a ball. Next pitch coming in. Swinging a high fly ball into center field. Short center, easy play, and the out is recorded as Pepe Contreras hauls it in for the out. 2 down in the inning. We'll take a look at just who dominates in this game. These pitchers both have, again, been very successful throughout the season. And the next hitter will step in, and that's Jacob Rosales. Rosales steps in. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the first inning. Lozano is ready. Spins the first one home. Swinging a check swings, a foul ball. And quickly ahead in the count 0-1 is Lozano. If Rosales can get on, that'll bring up Johnny Lugo. Rosales on the season. .404 batting average. He'll be the starting pitcher tonight. He was 8-3 while on the mound. Pitch coming, swing, and a fly ball into left field. Left fielder over, and the inning comes to an end. 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, nobody left. We've played a 1/2 inning. Diamondbacks will head to the field. Rattlers will hit for a first time. Regional final coverage continues from UTRGV in Edinburgh on Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's health care is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And you ride on my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You brought my will.
Welcome back here on Rio Sports Live as we continue our coverage. And out to the mound for the Pioneer Rattlers is Jacob Rosales. And Rosales will face a potent lineup for the Sherryland Rattlers. Lofty averages for the Rattlers as well. Pepe Contreras, who will lead it off, stands in, hitting .440 on the season coming in. He has 22 hits. He scored 12 runs. He'll be leading it off, followed by Abraham Alvarez and then Martin Vasquez. Anybody gets onto the inning, Juan Lopez will swing a bat. Rosales on the mound is ready. Behind the plate, Angel Nunez. And the first pitch spins home. In there for a strike called. Quick one-strike count. And we'll see if these batters allow these pitchers to work quickly. Next pitch coming in. Outside for a ball. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Pioneer Diamondbacks. Watching here. There's a bunt. That's a foul ball out in front of the plate. And the count goes to 1-2. One ball, two strikes on the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the first. Alvarez on deck is hitting .383. Martin Vasquez behind him at .418. Then .361, .321, .320 down the line. Just big, big numbers. Here's a swing and a ground ball to the center field. That's a base hit. A leadoff single, and Pioneer with a base runner. Diamondbacks get something going here in the first inning. That'll bring Abraham Alvarez. Alvarez, the catcher today for the Diamondbacks. Comes in hitting .383 on the season. First pitch to him. Runner goes. Throw down to second base is in time, and see you later. Caught stealing for the out. As Angel Nunez, the catcher, just flat out gunned him down. The only thing that had to happen on that was to make sure that shortstop Evan Maldonado hung on to the ball, because that throw was right on the money. Barado hung in there and did his job. And so quickly, after a leadoff single, one down. Pitch was a ball. It's a 1-0 count. My, how things change as Abraham Alvarez stands at the plate. The 1-0 pitch outside, ball 2. And a 2-0 count. We had a nap mic down there by the home plate area. I think someone switched it off. Someone thought they were being spied on down there. So I saw a guy reach up and switch it off. We'll see if we can get that back on. There's a shot up the middle, and that's a base hit into center field. And down at first base is Alvarez on a single. Abraham Alvarez delivers with the second hit of the inning and the game for the Diamondbacks of Sharyland Pioneer. Now he'll run the bases as Martin Vasquez steps in. Vasquez, first baseman today, hitting .418 on the season as he stands in. Rosales has to go back and work from the stretch. Short lead by Alvarez down at first base. Now a bigger lead. First pitch headed home is outside. Nice job by the catcher of Nunez to keep that in front of him. One on, one out here in the first inning. Vasquez standing in. Throw over to first base. Back in time. Close throw over there, and Alvarez running the bases. Takes a shorter lead. Another throw to first. And nearly got him that time, safe. As he just got back in time. Vasquez another lead. Rosales brings it home. That's outside for a ball. Count goes 2-0. Vasquez could produce something here. Pitch coming. Went around for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Crowd behind home plate. There's not a seat available. You can see that back there here at UTRGV. It's always fun when this place is full. Another throw to first base and back in time. They're paying a lot of attention to Alvarez, trying to keep him close. Contreras started it with a single. He was gunned down trying to steal. Alvarez followed that with a hit. He's there at first base. Pitch coming home, swinging a ground ball to first. That's going to be a fair ball. Drop, picked up, throw to first, and out there. Bang, bang play down at first base. Runner down to second. That was a lot closer to another base runner for the Diamondbacks. On the put out, 2 down, and Juan Lopez will stand in. Lopez, third baseman today. Hitting .361 on the season, your cleanup hitter for the Sharyland Rattlers. Lights are already on here. It was overcast a couple of times today, but for the most part, when we were running cable, there was a whole lot of sunshine we were dealing with running cable. Rattlers at the plate. Lopez stands in. Pitch coming. Inside for a ball. I think I said the Diamondbacks got some base runners there. I'll get things straight here. One on, second base, 2 outs. Lopez at the plate for the Rattlers. And stepping off the mound is Jacob Rosales. When Sharyland came out here, they were wearing white all over the place. And they changed to these gray shirts with the red trim. Meanwhile, I watched Pioneer walk in all gray. So got decoyed here in this bottom of the first inning. 2-0 the count on Lopez. Next one coming. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-1. Fans behind home plate getting some extra shots there. Cameraman down there, looks like they're from Channel 4. Alex Del Barrio up here, working hard, getting his live shot in, and he'll be here for the duration of this game. That one misses for ball 3. Three-1 count on Juan Lopez. Runner in scoring position for the Sherryland Rattlers. Time is called as Lopez steps out. Lopez back in. We're ready to roll. Rosales trying to get out of this inning. Gave up a couple of hits. Slings it home, and that misses for ball 4. A walk to Lopez, and the Sherryland first continues. Two aboard and brings in Randy Garcia. Garcia stands in for the right-hand side, batting for the first time today. .321 the average on the season. Two aboard here with 2 outs. Throw it back to second base and back in time there. It's Abraham Alvarez back there at second base. Next pitch coming is a strike called. Starting off Garcia with an outside pitch. Caught the corner. 0-1 the count. Rosales with 2 aboard trying to get out of this first. Brings the next one home to Garcia. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No strikeouts in the game thus far by Rosales. Garcia now in the hole 0-2. Behind him, Diego Pena. He's batting .300. Rattlers with a chance. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle. That's a base hit, maybe. No, a great play at second base. Inning over. That had a base hit and an RBI all over it. And Fabio Valdivia makes the play to end the inning. For the Rattlers of Sherryland, no runs, 2 hits. A runner caught stealing, a walk, and 2 left. We've played 1 inning here and no score. Sherryland and Pioneer. The Diamondbacks will hit after this on Real Sports Live.
Goodness gracious, balls of fire. I did love 'cause I thought it was funny. You came along and fooled me, honey. I changed my mind. This love is fine. Goodness gracious, balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
If you just graduated high school,
Back here on Real Sports Live as we head to the top of the second inning, and the Diamondbacks will go back to work with their hitting shoes. Johnny Lugo will lead it off, followed by Evan Maldonado, and then Angel Nunez. Anybody gets on, Oscar Cerna. We head to this second inning, and back to work goes Andy Lozano, who worked a perfect inning in that first inning. Lugo stands in, right fielder today for the Diamondbacks, hitting .352 on the season. First one coming here. Swing and a miss, strike 1. A ground ball and a couple of fly ball outs in the first inning for the Diamondbacks. As Lozano worked him 1-2-3. Next pitch coming. Check swing, and that's a strike called on that'll hit him. They'll allow first base on that, a hit batsman. And now we'll have a discussion as to what the call was there. Didn't take long. Brian Bickerton was okay with the explanation, or elected it's not the right time to discuss a controversial play. Top of the second here. Throw over to first base and back in time is Lugo. Another throw to first. That's back in time. Maldonado, the shortstop today. Shows a bunt. Takes a high delivery for ball one. Leadoff hitter aboard after being hit by a pitch. That's Johnny Lugo. He's down at first base. Maldonado at the plate. Pitch coming home. Ad hit him. First two hitters aboard for the Diamondbacks on hit by pitch. So the inning opens up here in the second for the Diamondbacks. Nunez waits. Pitch coming, shows a bunt. It's in the air and a foul ball. So Nunez trying to get the runners around. And the 0-1 pitch headed home. Another bunt. That's a foul ball on the third base side. Runners will have to return. And a 2-strike count. It was Juan Rivera, by the way, that did make that play to end that first inning for Pioneer. Diamondbacks now trying to get something on the offensive end. Nunez at the plate. Swings and misses, strikes out. First strikeout of the ball game recorded by Andy Lozano. See one of the fans asking me to call Juanito. I can do that. Two aboard, and Oscar Cerna steps up. Cerna, the third baseman today for the Diamondbacks, hitting .364. Pitch to him is just out of the strike zone for ball one. Lozano hit the first two, struck out the next man, and now he's battling Oscar Cerna. Cerna calls time. He's awarded that and steps out. Cerna back in. Pitch headed home. Swinging a ground ball to a short. Picked up, throw across is high, but in time as the tag is applied. And the runners advance down to second and third. Two down, and it'll take a two-out something from Trey Gonzalez. Gonzalez, first baseman, hitting .309 on the season. This is your number 8 hitter. Two aboard for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the second. That's a strike call on a breaking ball that caught the corner. Behind Gonzalez is Ray Hernandez. As Lozano tries to get out of this inning. Brings the 0-1 home. It's up high and a ball. Evens the count at 1-1 on Gonzalez. Ray Hernandez on deck, and then you back to the top of the order for Pioneer. Looking ahead for the Rattlers of Sherryland. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup in the second inning. What will the score be then? Next pitch coming to Gonzalez. Swinging a ground ball to third. Foul ball. Count goes to 1-2. And Lozano can get out of this inning if he can get Trey Gonzalez. Runner down at third, another one on at second. Gonzalez stands in, has to protect the plate in the hole 1-2. Breaking ball just misses, evens the count at 2-2. Lozano wanted that pitch. Anxious moments here for the Rattlers. Gonzalez waits. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball right back here out of play. Keeps the count even at 2-2. I think they announced this place sold out. If they didn't, they missed a good chance. I don't see any seats available right now. Lozano is ready. Gonzalez waits. The 2-2 pitch headed home. Up and in, ball 3. Now there is a base open if the Diamondbacks dare want to go that route. But you're talking about loading the bases here in the second inning with 2 down. Gonzalez, a 309 hitter, stands in, could do some damage. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 low. Bases loaded now for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Still looking for their first hit of the game, as this is all coming from a couple of hit batsmen and now a walk. Ray Hernandez stands in. This is your number 9 hitter, and he is hitting .361 as the DH steps in. First pitch, strike called. Oh, and 1 on Hernandez. Juan Rivera is on deck. Juanito Rivera, that is. Nowhere to put Hernandez. He waits. Here it comes. Swing and a shot. That's a hit into left field. 1 run scores. Here comes another run coming home to score, and he is out at the plate. 1 run scores and a runner gunned down. And the Diamondbacks score first. Strong throw from the outfield to record the out. But Hernandez gets the job done with a base hit that drives in the first run of the game. We head to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Pioneer. We'll be back after this on Real Sports Live.
Careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Hello, I want to get a loan to start a new business.
No problem, sir. Do you have any established credit already?
See, I have a Visa credit card, but but it's overdrafted. But I promised La Virgencita that I was going to pay it back, I swear.
This man doesn't have good credit. But if he called Pronto Credit, they would gladly help him repair his credit score.
Let me call you back. Who can help me?
Pronto.
But pronto means quick in Spanish. How fast are they to repair my credit?
Pronto Credit works with all major credit bureaus and creditors to challenge the negative reported items that would affect your credit score. We'll ensure your credit history is up to date and accurate.
What'd you say?
Just call 956-312-0645.
Back here on Rio Sports, we head to the bottom of the second inning, and the Sherryland Rattlers will have Diego Pena, Alvaro Islas, and Andy Lozano. Jacob Rosales on the mound has a one-run lead to work with here. Couple of hits in the first inning for Sherryland. There's some of those fans out there. I was telling you, I don't think there's an empty seat in the house now here at UTRGV. And they were already selling tickets for tomorrow's game at a tremendous pace. Pena waits, first pitch outside for ball one. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Pena, Islas, Lozano, anybody gets on Soto, and then it's back to the top of the order for the Rattlers. Next pitch here, swinging a ground ball too short. Drop, picked up, thrown across, and safe at first base. Umpire said he was pulled away. So Diego Pena will reach on the air. Second inning in a row, Sherryland Rattlers have put their leadoff hitter aboard. Alvaro Islas stands in. Pena, shorter lead over there. They've lost one runner on the base paths already today, have the Sherryland Rattlers. Each team has lost people on the base paths. First pitch here. Outside for a ball. Islas stands in, hitting .308 on the season. DH today for the Sherryland Rattlers. Next pitch, strike called. Down at first base is Diego Pena. Time was called for Islas to go down and get some instructions from the coach at third base. He gets back in. Islas takes the lead. Check that, Pena with the lead and draws a throw. Back in time. Held on down there by Trey Gonzalez. Islas waits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball. That's a base hit into left field. Runner stops at second base as they get the ball in. And a single for Islas, and the first two have reached here for the Sherryland Rattlers. That'll bring in Andy Lozano. Lozano hitting .338 on the season. Stands in here. Time is called for the first pitch. For a second inning, Jacob Rosales has to go to work here for Pioneer. First two have reached. Checks on the runner at second. And now looks back. Nothing doing as Pena at least drew his attention over there at second base. Islas on at first, another big lead. Pitch coming home. Ball outside. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Sherryland Rattlers down 1-0, but opportunity here. Lozano, the number 8 hitter in the lineup. Here it is. Strike called. Evens the count at 1-1. Pena down at second. Takes another lead. Next pitch coming. Wanted to bunt and fouled that. Pitch was up and in on Lozano. Did a nice job of just getting out of the way of that ball and making a little bit of contact to prevent it from hitting him. Wheels are spinning here for the Rattlers of Sherryland. One, two, the count on Lozano. The pitch. Swinging a shot into right field. Pretty well hit and down for a hit. Runner had to hold it third. He'll check there, and the bases are loaded for the Rattlers. Lozano a little flare out into right field. And suddenly the second inning gets even bigger for the Sherryland Rattlers. Courtesy runner will check in for the Sherryland Rattlers as Lozano will head to the dugout. That's an active dugout over there for the Rattlers of Sherryland. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Saul Soto at the plate. Pitch coming. Up high, ball one. Soto, the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Sherryland. Pepe Contreras on deck. He's got a hit already. Pitch coming. Ball too low. 2-0 to Soto. Soto, a .224 hitter on the season. That's the lowest average on the starters. But when you have the bases loaded and now a 2-0 count, you become dangerous. Takes a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Pioneers scored a run in the second. Rattlers with a big chance here on the bottom side of inning number 2. The pitch. Ball 3. Again, throw the average out the door now as Soto stands in. .224 hitter, bases loaded, a 3-1 count. Green light maybe? No, taking all the way, and that's a strike call. They'll reel him back in. He thought it was high. Umpire threw up the right hand. Count goes full. Soto now with a 3-2 count. Waits. Hits it into left field. Pretty well hit. Stays up. Maybe a play at the plate. Catch is made. Throw home. And time, a run will score. Ball gets away. Runners down to second and third. We're all tied at 1 apiece. Soto with a sacrifice fly. Runners move up on the throw. And we're all tied up at 1 apiece. And now you got the top of the lineup up for Sherryland, and this inning could get huge. Pepe Contreras stands in. 2 runners in scoring position, just 1 out. Singled his first time up. Swing, hits it right back to the pitcher, caught there, throw to third, and out for a double play. Sparkling play right there. Ends the inning. 1-5 on the line drive, double play, throw to third. And that's a momentum changer right there in the inning for the Sherryland Rattlers. 1 run, 2 hits, an error, and a double play to end the inning. We've played 2. Nothing decided here. We're all tied up. third inning begins after this on Real Sports Live.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Come to Furniture Place, where you get Ashley furniture for less. Your family deserves the best, and you get the guaranteed lowest price at Furniture Place. We have the latest styles and colors to choose from. There's so much to see. Beautiful and stylish, you'll find it all right here at Furniture Place in Brownsville. It's time to get happy. Why not treat yourself to a lighted vanity table? Look and feel beautiful every day. The dining room set you've been looking for is right here too. We have modern or traditional styles all in one place. Great, right? Cash or credit, it's yours now. Furniture Place in Brownsville on Ruben Torres behind Starbucks.
Bring you back here on Rio Sports Live as we head into the third inning. And the Sherryland Rattlers have tied the game. Pioneer Diamondbacks step to the plate. Juanito Rivera stands in, leading it off. First pitch coming, inning number 3. Swing and a miss, strike one. Rivera followed by Tobias and Rosales. Anybody gets on Lugo. For the Diamondbacks, Lozano working, brings it home. Swing and a miss, strike two. Rivera on the day, 0 for 1. Hit the ball to the first baseman his first time up on a ground ball. Stands in, waits for the next one. Here it is. Way high for a ball, a wasted pitch, 1-2. See, Mr. Richard Thompson makes his way up in. He's been a busy man all week. I tell him to talk, but I might give him an inning to break, just to get a breather. Here's the next pitch coming. Outside for a ball, evens the count at 2-2. Rivera, Tobias, Rosales, Lugo will hit if anybody gets on. Third inning action. We've had base runners all over the place for both of these teams in the first two. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. Caught looking, and the strikeout records the first out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game recorded by Lozano. That brings in Pedro Tobias. Tobias stands in. Flied out to center field his first time up. Takes a strike. 0-1. Next pitch. On the way to Tobias. Ball low, evens the count at 1-1. Tobias, a right-handed hitter, 370 the average. These are some just impressive numbers. These hitters up and down the lineup for both teams. Standing in. Next pitch coming. Breaking ball stays low. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Third inning action here from UTRGV. The pitch to Tobias. Swing and a foul or ground ball to the pitcher. Easy play over to first. They'll call it a foul ball. Thought it was right off the bat, but as it squirmed out to the pitcher, we had to wait and see. Count goes to 2-2. Now on Tobias. Two balls, 2 strikes on Tobias. He waits. And the pitch is on the way. Up high for a ball. 3-2. Diamondbacks were retired in order in the first. Pushed a run across in the second. One down, nobody on here for Tobias in the third. Next pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball, high chopper to third. Big hop, throw across, in time for the out. 5-3 on the put out as Juan Lopez able to make the play down there. And 2 down in the inning. Brings up Jacob Rosales. Rosales flied out to left field his first time up. That's a strike call. Looking ahead to the Sherryland third, they'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Rosales trying to keep this third going. Needs to find a way. Here's the 0-1, swinging a foul ball. That's out of play on the right side, and plenty of fans there to watch that one bounce around. 0-2. They are packed in the seats. They are standing room only, a good 7 or 8 deep behind the stands. Impressive showing for this one. Rosales waits. The 0-2 pitch, headed home. Strike 3 call in the inside corner. Rosales records the strikeout, his third of the game, second of the inning. In the inning for the Diamondbacks. No runs, no hits, no errors, no walks, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the third. All tied up. Sherryland and Pioneer. Regional finals. Game 1 of the best of 3 continues after this on Real Sports Live.
Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-up, 3-down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-up, 3-down fishing tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX1 app to your Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we head to the bottom of the third. Abraham Alvarez stands in. First pitch on the way, and that's in there for a strike call. Alvarez, Martin Vasquez, Juan Lopez. Anybody gets on Randy Garcia for the Sherryland Rattlers. Jacob Rosales back to work. Spins the next one home to Alvarez. Swinging a ground ball back to the mound. Nice play there. And a throw to first. First out recorded. Had Rosales not climbed the ladder to get that, that was headed into center field for a hit. 1-3 on the putout. And it brings in Martin Vasquez. Vasquez 0 for 1 on the day as he stands in. First pitch coming. Swinging a shot down the line to left field. That's a foul ball. Vasquez had a pitch up, and he turned on that. Drilled it foul for strike 1. On deck, Juan Lopez. In the first 2 reached for the Sherryland Rattlers. In the second, the first 3 reached. There's been plays in the field that have erased base runners. Here's Vasquez taking ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. 1 run on 4 hits for the Rattlers through the first 2 innings. 1 run on just 1 hit for Pioneer. That was a timely single by Ray Hernandez that tied the game. Pitch coming. Swing and a foul tip at the feet of Martin Vasquez. One ball, 2 strikes the count. Calls time and steps out. Rosales hasn't struck anybody out yet. Here's a ground ball too short. That's through short into left field for a hit. Vasquez will reach. And it brings in Juan Lopez. So the Sherryland Rattlers continue to have base runners throughout this ball game. Lopez, who steps in, reached on a walk his first time up. Vasquez takes the lead at first. Pitch coming, swing, and a foul ball out of play on the right side. Yeah, look at any time we go to those crowd shots, that's impressive. They were here as early as, well, we got here about 1 o'clock, and there were 2 fans that were sitting in some shade trying to see if they could get in the park early. Pitch to Lopez. Swing and another. That's a fair ball. Caught it first. Throw down to second and safe there. Trey Gonzalez down at first base makes a nice play. Lopez retired. 3 unassisted on the ground ball. 2 down in the inning. And it'll be up to Randy Garcia. Garcia stands in, 0 for 1, a ground ball to second his first time up. Bats here with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. Hits that on the ground to short. Play is made, throw across, in time, and the inning comes to an end. For the Rattlers, no runs, no hits, no walks, an error, 1 left. And we've played 3. Game zipping along as we head to the 4th. All tied up at 1 apiece. Sherryland and Pioneer on RioSportsLive.com.
Enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.
We are back here as we head to the 4th inning. Thanks again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. As the 4th begins, Johnny Lugo stands in for the Pioneer Diamondbacks, all tied up at 1 apiece. First pitch coming, swing and a miss, strike 1. Lugo was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning to lead it off. And from there, advanced around to score the only run for the Diamondbacks. 0-1 here. Swinging a foul ball. Quick 2 strikes on Lugo. Lugo, Maldonado, and Nunez. Anybody gets on Cerna. This was the part of the lineup that produced the run for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch coming. A little bit low. 1-2 the count. I know they were selling tickets earlier for tomorrow's game, fans. If you haven't got one yet, you might want to figure out how to get it early. There's a swing and a miss. First out of the inning. Lugo strikes out. 4th strikeout of the game recorded by Andy Lozano. And that brings in Evan Maldonado. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes that high for a ball. 1-0 to Maldonado. Ground crew was out here working early as well. We were here yesterday about 11. They were already starting to work the field. Today, worked it all day. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 outside. Next one coming. Swing and a high foul ball into deep left field. Back it goes. Back, and see you later. Home run for Maldonado. Touch them all. Diamondbacks go back on top on a monstrous home run out into left field. And they'll mob Maldonado at the plate. On a 2-0 count, he didn't miss it. Left fielder took about a half a step. That was Sal Soto. And then just looked up and said, I wonder if it's going to hit one of those cars out there beyond left field. A monster shot by Maldonado. Brings in Angel Nunez. Nunez, a strikeout victim his first time up. Batting here in the 4th. Pitch coming. Strike called. Crowd having a lot of fun back here behind home plate. It was fun watching him get here. Talk a little bit more about that on the next pitch. Inside for a ball. There were 2 guys. They were here when we were setting up running cabling. They were sitting over there behind some shade, and Danny Elizondo said, hey, are those guys with you? No. He goes, I think they're just trying to get in real early. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That hit him, and a hit batsman produces another base runner here for Pioneer. 3rd hit batsman of the game as Nunez reaches. Here in the 4th. Continuing on, the guys were finally asked, hey, can you step outside? We're getting ready to close all the gates because, again, they were here when the ground crew was just first arriving. So they let them sit around in the shade for a long time, and then when some shade area started to develop around the ticket booth, the guys politely went out and took stances number 1 and 2 entering the park. As I was going back and forth, I was talking to them each time. Hey, you got some more friends out there. Eventually, a bunch joined them. Now they're all in the park watching a good game. Oscar Cerna steps in. Runner at first base. Shows a bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. 3 hit batsmen, a walk, a single, and a home run. That's the offense for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. It results in 2 runs. They lead 2-1. Cerna waits. Next pitch coming. just misses for ball 2. Lozano was 2-0 when Maldonado touched him for the big shot. He's now 2-0 on Cerna. Spins it home. Ball 3. Next 2 guys in the lineup each reach base for Pioneer. First time through the lineup. That's Trey Gonzalez and Ray Hernandez. Cerna waits. Here's the 3-0. Strike called, taking all the way. 3 balls and a strike. Bert and Billy communicating back and forth on the cameras. You might hear them off screen. That's okay. Throw to first base and back in time is Nunez. A 3-1 count on Oscar Cerna. Pitch headed home. Ball 4, a walk. Cerna aboard. Brings in Trey Gonzalez. And now a conference on the mound as the Sherryland Rattlers will talk it over. While they do that, I'll keep it rolling. You'll be able to see what's happening, but we'll also thank some of the people responsible for helping us bring this game. Fans, you can thank them a lot by just, if nothing else, you see some of these businesses, I'm going to keep it here. We won't run any commercials, but that's the only way we keep doing what we're doing right now. It's the advertisers that help us out. Football season next year, I've started discussions, get ready for this, with 43 different teams for next year. There's a help wanted sign outside of Rio Sports Live Incorporated, as we are actively looking for some announcers, couple of camera operators, and more importantly, some computer operators to help us as we move along into next football season. At the plate, Gonzalez takes the strike. Gonzalez and then Hernandez. Anybody can keep this one going. It'll be back at the top of the order for the Diamondbacks. They lead here as Gonzalez waits. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Gonzalez. A home run, a hit batsman, and now a walk. 2 aboard here in the inning. Check the runners. And the pitch to Gonzalez. Swing and a little foul ball. Keeps him alive at the plate. Andy Lozano has struck out 4. He could use 1 here. Well, they call Gonzalez out, so that is two down, and it brings in Hernandez. Hernandez stands in. And the first pitch. Strike called. Hernandez got a base hit his first time up. That drove in the run. And then a second runner was trying to score on that play that ended the inning back in the second. Stepping off is Lozano, but no throw. He's back on, and Hernandez stays in the batter's box. Now a throw back to second, and back in time there is Angel Nunez. Hernandez at the plate, waits, the 0-1. Checked his swing, took a ball. Count evens at 1-1. Andy Lozano working here in the 4th. Hernandez waits. Here's the 1-1. A little bit low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. With 2 down, Hernandez again could open up, even with 2 outs, a big inning for Pioneer because of the fact of the leadoff hitter standing on deck. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up on the infield. Should be a play. And Juan Lopez puts it away. In the inning for the Diamondbacks. They score a run. They do so on just 1 hit. That was a home run off the bat of Evan Maldonado. After that, a hit batsman, a walk, and they leave 2 in the inning. We head to the bottom side of inning number 4, 2-1. Diamondbacks lead the Rattlers. This is game 1 of a best-of-3 series. The regional finals continue here on Rio Sports Live.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Back here on Rio Sports, you can see the lights are on here at UTRGV. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, we're joined now by Athletic Director Richard Thompson. And, Coach, first of all, what a busy week for you guys.
Oh, it really has been, unlike certainly any other baseball week that I've ever been involved with, no question.
It's been some fun, though. I mean, the school year's coming out.
It's been extremely busy, but extremely exciting. I mean, it's to have 2 in the regional finals is just kind of a dream come true because, really I'm going to win both either way.
Somebody's going to state.
That's right. I'm going to be there next week. So I'm a Diamondback and a Rattler, and, I'm just enjoying the game.
Diego Pena standing in, took ball 1 and now strike 1. We're joined by Richard Thompson. And Coach, you look at this crowd out here. Did you expect it early this week? Could you sense this was coming?
Well, I mean, that was one of the reasons that, I certainly didn't want to go home. We had one coach that did and one that didn't, and so I was about to panic. But we ended up settling out and coming to this venue, which is a great venue because it holds 5,000 people.
And they're all here. Ball 3 is high as we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Richard Thompson, the athletic director, and so Saturday, the phone started ringing,
yes.
I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Saturday night, it was, it was just people calling everybody and wanting to know answers, and we really didn't have a whole lot of answers at that time because we didn't make the arrangements till that Monday afternoon.
So now we talk about, I was telling the fans, game 2 tomorrow night. I know you had a lot of ticket sales already, but what's the story on fans if they're looking here and say, hey, I want to come tomorrow? How do they do it?
Well, they need to go to the adult tickets are being sold at UTRGV International Trade and Technology Building. And we went over there today, and I know they've already sold a good number of tickets for tomorrow night's game, and we're selling our student tickets at each of the high schools. So I expect another big crowd tomorrow.
Do they call it a sellout, or they just keep packing them in here in the standing room only?
I asked Luis, one of the managers here a while ago, and I said, we sold out, and he said, well, we're getting close, So I mean, I don't think the people standing could find a seat if they had to, I mean, if everybody moved down, I guess they could, but it looks pretty packed to me.
It looks real packed to me. 1-1 the count on Alvaro Islas, standing in with a runner at first. He takes a strike call, takes the count to 1-2. So if this thing goes to game 3, Saturday afternoon could be just something else here.
Oh, it could be. No question about it, because, it's hard because both these teams have fought their hearts out all year. Both coaches have built these programs, and, it's just an exciting time. But, yeah, Saturday, if it comes down to game 3, Joe, I'll probably be up here in the booth with you.
You've been around athletics here in the Rio Grande Valley for many, 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 many years.
Yep.
Can you remember something like this?
Well, I don't think I can remember, certainly not in baseball, but remember so many fans coming out for an event for a regional finals. And it may have happened in basketball, but I certainly don't think it's ever happened in football. Of course, the Sherryland is the biggest thing that we've done since we won the state championship in boys soccer in 2012. This is the best athletic event that we've had since then, no question.
And talk about, I mean, in the whole scheme of things, Pioneer is still a young school district.
Oh, yeah,
no
doubt about it.
To get to where they're at, that's kudos to the kids and the program.
You bet. A lot of people said when we split school, well, that's gonna end the dynasty. But I didn't believe that. Our school board didn't believe that. We knew that it would take we really have been competitive since year one in most sports. But when Pioneer won 10 district championships this year, Sherryland High School won 9. There's only 21.
19 to 21.
19 out of 21.
Not a bad year for the district.
No, not a bad year for the district. We've had a ton of kids go to state and different tournaments and different meets. In fact, we just had a state champion, Jimmy Lee, in boys golf last week. And he's going to Texas A&M. So no, we've had an extremely successful year at both schools.
Runner at second base as Andy Lozano stands in. First pitch to him is in there for a strike called. Visiting with Richard Thompson, who has made his way to the press box. And I know, Coach, this is a rare time to sit down for you all week.
It is. I mean, that's one of the reasons I came up here, Joe.
I told him I wouldn't keep him on the microphone long. I said maybe a half inning, but at least come visit.
No, it's really nice up here, and it's nice to see how well you run things here at Real Sports and how well you do with the live streaming. And I encourage everybody to call Joe Bowling for live streaming because he does an awesome job.
Well, thank you, Coach. Some days I wake up and say, I know I'm going to walk out of the door and I'm going to walk in at the same time and say, hello, Joe, how you been? It just feels like that's what happens sometimes. 0-1 the count on Andy Lozano. Runner at second base in scoring position represents a tying run here for the Sherryland Rattlers in the bottom of the fourth. He singled his first time up, and now stepping off and looking back at second base is Jacob Rosales. Pioneer got a run in the top of the second. The Rattlers answered that as a swing and a miss. Puts Lozano in the hole. It was tied after 2. Stayed 1-1 after 3, and then in the fourth inning, a home run by Evan Maldonado, the difference maker. Lozano could help his cause here. 0-2 the count, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball too short. Shortstop gets to it, throws it across, and in time for the out. Runner had to stay put at second base. Lozano showed some good speed getting down the line there on that play, but good arm right there by Oscar Cerna. And 2 down in the inning. That brings in Saul Soto. First pitch to him. Strike called. Rattlers have had base runners in the first, second, third, and now the fourth inning. Leadoff walk by Paney. Still on base down at second base. Soto has to watch. His time is called. quick conversation. That's over. As Nunez and Rosales wanted to make sure they were on the same page, working here to Soto. First pitch now on the way. Strike call. 0-1 to Soto. Next one coming. Ball just misses. So Coach Thompson, what do you do now as far as school's out, correct?
Well, our last day, we're going to go half a day tomorrow.
Half a day, all right. And so then, obviously, both these teams are still playing, and somebody's playing next week.
Yeah, that's right. It's these teams are so deadgum evenly matched, Joe. I mean, they're Sharyland's 34-6. I think Pioneer's 35-8. They played each other twice. They've won each other. It's just incredible. It really is.
Strikeout ends the inning, and a missed opportunity for the Rattlers of Sharyland in the fourth. And that strikeout is the first of the game recorded by Jacob Rosales. In the inning, no runs, no hits, a walk, no errors, one left. We've played 4. Pioneer, with that lead, heads to the 5th. 2-1 your score. And this is RealSportsLive.com.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli. Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
We are this close. We're this close. We are this close.
Back here on Real Sports Live, we got a note passed along that 5,277 in attendance here in this one, and that doesn't include the ones watching outside beyond the fence. And they are out there beyond left field and right field here at UTRGV. We head to the 5th inning. And for the Diamondbacks, Juanito Rivera will lead it off. Rivera followed by Tavias and then Jacob Rosales. Anybody gets on Johnny Lugo will hit here in the inning. Rivera 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's a sellout.
52-77. They said once we got past 5,000, we're a sellout.
That's right.
Richard Thompson, the athletic director, here with us in the booth. And the next pitch coming is away for a ball. 1-1 the count. What I liked about these two teams is, Coach, the kids obviously know each other.
Oh, absolutely.
And when we were broadcasting last week, we were carrying the one game, and then we had players watching on the bus, rooting for them on the other bus. That was pretty neat to see.
Yeah, after Pioneer made it.
That's nothing doing and a runner on.
Oh, man. They started watching it, and, boy, they were supporting the Rattlers all the way. They were texting me saying our charter bus is full of guys yelling for the Rattlers. Diamondbacks were yelling for the Rattlers. That's the way we want it. Of course, tonight's it's a battle, but after that, we're going to support each other.
And that means that this entire crowd is probably going to make the trip for whichever one of these teams makes it.
Boy, I sure hope so, Joe.
Neat stuff here. Runner on as an infield single by Rivera to get it started here in the top of the 5th. Brings in Pedro Tavias. Tobias 0 for 2 on the day. Pitch to him. Misses for a ball. 1-0 the count. We've hit that time of night where you'll see when I switch my cameras. We got a center field camera out there, and I don't even want to talk to you fans about what I had to do to get up there. That's a scaffolding. That's not a nice little easy jaunt to get up there. And Billy Watson was back there with me, and I was like, I'm going to take the first trip. I just want to get it set up. He went up the second time. Bert went up as well, and we got it all set up. But I told him, I said, well, somebody's got to go up there tonight. I guess it's my turn. So I'll go back up that scaffolding. But I said, we're not going up there 3 times tomorrow. It's one more trip to turn it on and one to get out of there. And then we'll do it again Saturday if we have to. But when we switch cameras, you'll see I'll switch it over there. It's a little darker there. We'll do a little white balance on there. Still trying to bring a couple of guys up to speed on the television side of things. Here on Rio Sports Live, here's the 2-0 pitch. That's low for ball 3. And the Diamondbacks, after the leadoff single by Rivera, have a chance here for Tobias. As he's ahead in the count 3-0. Batting here in the 5th. Throw over to first base, back in time. Billy Watson on that third base camera, getting that great shot of Rivera down at first. Strike called. 3-1 count on Tobias. Some of the coaches we were talking to, Coach Thompson, were telling me that they kind of looked at these two teams and said that this could very well happen about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, you know, I mean, for one thing, 31-5A was a tough district in baseball.
Yes.
I mean, all 4 of those first through 4th place teams in 31-5A met in the regional quarters. And I'll tell you what, any of those teams could have gone. Fortunately for us, both of our teams won, but I'll tell you what, it was a tough district to go through, and so they had a tough road, but they survived, and we weren't an easy district. It was tough every week.
And that gets you playoff ready, though. It really does.
Absolutely. And you could tell the last 3 weeks, both these teams going into 2- and 3-game series and coming out on top. So, yeah, our district really, 31-5A really prepared us for this moment.
3-2 the count on Tobias. Another throw to first base. That's a closer throw. As Rivera is drawing all kinds of attention down there at first base. Takes another lead. Pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball. Past third into left field. That's a hit. Runner stops at second. First 2 aboard here for the Diamondbacks. I had fans telling me also, Coach, that, hey, don't be surprised. Whoever wins game 1, that game 2, the other team's going to win. You're going to be here 3 days, Joe.
Well, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, I'd say it's going to go 3, compared to the last 3 weeks watching them play.
Now here's another interesting fact about what's happening with Sherryland. Oh, by the way, state qualifying 7-on-7 tournaments taking place, not just in one of the stadiums, but both, Sherryland and Pioneer, all day Saturday.
That's correct.
2 state qualifiers will punch their ticket. Third venue is going to be out at Mission Vets.
Correct.
Swinging a ground ball foul. So you were trying to staff that too, making sure people were covering those stadiums.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy week, no question about it. But we like to stay busy. That makes us, keeps us on our toes.
I get you. 2 aboard here, nobody out in the 5th inning for the Diamondbacks. Rosales waits, takes ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Diamondbacks with now 4 hits in the game. 2 of those coming here in this 5th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out here in this 5th inning. Rosales is 0 for 2 on the day, but he could certainly help his cause here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Throw to second, out there, over to first, safe there. And a runner down to third. Rosales gets on the fielder's choice. 1 down, and here comes your cleanup hitter, Johnny Lugo. Also bring a courtesy runner in for the Diamondbacks of Pioneer. Lugo on the day, hit by a pitch, scored a run, and struck out. He's 0 for 1 at the plate. But with a runner at third and 1 out, could produce a run. Throw to first base, nothing doing. Another throw to first. Back in time. Meanwhile, Juan Rivera down there at third base. Pitch coming. Swing and a foul ball ripped down the line in the left field.
You got to keep your head on, your eyes up on those sidelines.
We find that out more and more when these sellout crowds, because it's one thing to be out there in those stands and there's 2 or 3 people, but when there's lots of people in front of you, you got to be on your toes.
Absolutely.
0-1 the count. Lugo waits. Meanwhile, a throw to first. Here's the pitch. Ball high, runner goes, throw down to second's cut off. Now it gets into center field, and that's going to score a run. 3-1 Diamondbacks. Rosales with just a late break at first base. If nothing else, trying to draw a throw. He did. It looked like they were going to cut it off, then they let it come through. And Rivera able to score. Meanwhile, down to second base, Rosales. Count 1-1 on Lugo. And the pitch coming. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll check that now, 2-1 on Lugo. Behind him, Evan Maldonado, and he's been productive here today. 2-1 pitch, headed home. Swinging a long one, foul ball way down the left field line. That had home run distance off the bat of Lugo. The Pioneer faithful making a little more noise. That's the other thing. I can't tell, Coach, who's got the bigger crowd. Is it the Rattlers or the Diamondbacks? I don't know.
I don't think you could determine that, really. I mean, it looks about half and half to me, Joe.
They make noise equally, I can tell you that. Here's the 2-2. There's a ground ball to second base. They'll throw to first, and the inning now is out at the plate and a double play. Another sparkling play by the Rattlers defensively as they gun down Rosales trying to score. Inning comes to an end for the Diamondbacks. 1 run on 2 hits. A double play ends what could have been a big inning and keeps it in striking distance for this Rattler team as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Our score, 3-1 Diamondbacks. We continue with our coverage after this.
History. This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live as we continue our coverage here of the regional finals at the Class 5 level between Pioneer and Sherryland's Rattlers. Camera guys are still trying to get those white balances set up. And I think Bert's gotten closer to getting it done than has Billy, but they'll get it done nonetheless. Wanted to pass along, as you saw in that last commercial break, you saw an ad run by the Harlingen School District just promoting their district. I started doing that each school as we were broadcasting. As you'll see, the Sherryland School District has an ad that we placed in this week. Anytime I'm at one of the areas for one of the schools, we run those ads. And then I've also created some commercial space for the schools to utilize. I know a lot of them have their scoreboard sponsors, so I've started to give back to the school districts. Well, Harlingen upped the ante, and they called me, their marketing department called me and said, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. We want to get on board. So what can we do to sponsor Rio Sports, and you can do more games? And so that's why you see the Harlingen ad, but you'll also see the Sherryland ad, and we're starting to get it together here, Coach, on some marketing this thing.
You are, Joe. I remember when you started a year and a half ago.
Yes, sir.
And you've come a long way, and you do a great job.
I went around and told people I'm going to do this, and most of them look at it like, well, I don't know, Joe. We've seen streaming around here before, but not to what I had in mind. There's a strike called. Talking with Jonah Goldberg here at the college level, and I saw him at a basketball game earlier this year, and I said, I told you I was going to build it. He goes, you didn't tell me you were going to build an empire. He goes, this is something else. There's a ground ball to third. Nice play there. Over to first and out. Not missing on some defensive plays here between these two teams.
They're battling.
One down in the inning. And it brings in Abraham Alvarez. Now the Rattlers of Sherryland down 2 runs here in this bottom of the 5th inning. They've had base runners in every inning. Lost one on the bases at the plate in the second. Stranded runners in each inning. Next pitch coming here. That's a nice breaking ball for a strike called.
Both these teams don't seem to get rattled when they're down 2 or 3 runs.
No, the Pioneer bunches have been a comeback.
They have.
In most every game I've seen them.
Sure have been.
There's another strike called. 0-2. That's why the fans who are here are not going to leave. And if this stays 3-1, all you need is a base runner. Tying run comes to the plate. Right. 0-2 the count here on Alvarez. Has to protect the plate. Going through the signs is Rosales. He's ready. Spins it home. Misses for a ball. 1 ball, 1-2. Or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 1 out here in the 5th inning for the Rattlers of Sherryland. Check swing by Alvarez. Went around. That's a drop strike, and the out is recorded as they throw down to first. K23 on the put out of your scoring back home. My wife used to laugh at me when I would say that. Like, who scores back home? I said, I did all my life. And she goes, you're old, Joe. I did, fans, back when I was a teenager. Well, before that, when I was 10, 12 years old, big St. Louis Cardinal fan, and I would keep a scorebook.
Right.
And the bug was bit then. There's a ball high.
Oh, Alex, I'm sorry.
1 ball, no strikes. Alex Del Barrio back in the house. He went to take some pictures of some fans out beyond right field. I think he was tailgating with them out there. 1-0 the count. Next pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 down here in the 5th. The Rattlers have yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. As Vasquez stands in, he reached base back in the 3rd, trying to do so here in the 5th. Strike called. 1-2, and Rosales with a 2-run lead is looking like a different pitcher right now for the Diamondbacks, coming right after the top of the order for the Sherryland Rattlers. 1-2 to Vasquez. Misses for ball 2. Vasquez trying to get on. Juan Lopez on deck, and with this 2-run lead, all it takes is one base runner, and the tying run steps to the plate. And this is the number 3 hitter in the lineup with a .418 average coming in and .361 hitting Juan Lopez right behind him. Rallies can become reality despite the 2 outs and nobody on. Time is called as Vasquez steps out. He's back in. Next one coming. Ball 3 outside. And so Rosales, even though he was ahead in the count, he has to respect the fact that this is number 3 hitter in the lineup. And a guy sporting a .418 batting average isn't going to go away easy. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big strikeout for Rosales. 2 strikeouts in the inning, 3 strikeouts in the game. In the 5th, no runs, no hits, no walks, no errors. First time I've said that in an inning that the Sherryland Rattlers have batted. And we head to the 6th. Pioneer leads this one 3-1. We'll be back with more on Rio Sports Live. Thanks again, Richard Thompson, for joining us for our broadcast.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Back after this.
I called Pronto Credit, and they really did help me. With good credit, I was able to start my business of ice cream regional occupational sales manager, aka paletero, and now I have 3 ice cream trucks. So what are you waiting for? Call Pronto right now.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You roll my whip, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I laughed in love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and fooled me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning. And Evan Maldonado steps in, hit a home run his last time up, and takes strike 1 as the Pioneer Diamondbacks have a 3-1 lead here in the 6th. Maldonado, Nunez, and Cerna. Anybody gets on Gonzalez. Next pitch to Maldonado. Outside. Ball 1, 1-1 to count. Fans, I want to remind you as well, San Benito, the Resaca Fest coming up July 6th, 4 to 11 o'clock. That's in San Benito. Go to sanbenitoevents.com. West Haven Memorial Park, 705 North Bowie Street. A lot of activity going on for that one. Music, fun, food. Just a good time for all. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, takes ball 2. Maldonado hit by a pitch his first time up, and then on a 2-0 pitch, lofted one out of here to left field. Time is called as a baseball or something gets loose down that right field line. One the count. I need to find me one of these camera operators around here and see if they can go down and give Billy a pointer on getting his white balance. 1-1 the count. Maldonado leading off the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swinging another one. Deep left field. Back, and it's going to be caught. That one hung up. Maldonado made a bid for another home run. Just missed it, did Maldonado. Wind blowing from right to left. Had that had any help at all, that was gone. That was more out towards left center than when Maldonado cranked his home run out of here. Over the left field wall. Brings in Angel Nunez. Nunez takes a strike. Fans watching on our social media, we appreciate you watching. Be sure you share the link on our Facebook page and then on our YouTube. Subscribe to our channel if you would, please. I'll check the analytics in the morning. At some point in time over the next 2 days, and probably by looking at what's happening on Facebook and YouTube alone, we'll go over 10 million minutes viewed in the short history of Rio Sports Live tonight. Certainly by tomorrow. There's a ground ball foul. Out of play on the left side. And the first, it's just a one-word statement, but I just want to say thanks to everyone that's believed in what we're doing here and that continues to believe as I see the viewers here on just the social media platforms that I can monitor. Our Roku channel, I talked with William this morning, that's just flat out taking off. Check swing out to ball. I played an ad earlier. I'll do it again on how you can subscribe to our Roku channel, and that's where the magic is really beginning to happen now that these college students are back in tow for this summer. There's a check swing, ball 2 taken outside. When talking with some family members earlier this week, they asked me, did you think it would go to that number? And I can't even circle a time in which there's a strike called and a strikeout occurs as Nunez is caught looking. No, in reality, I knew it would get big. I knew that there was something missing here in the Rio Grande Valley, and more importantly, there's something missing in a lot of communities that could use coverage of athletes on a live basis. First pitch coming here, ball low. But to say that I would be able to talk about millions of minutes viewed, no way. No way. I didn't even, if you'd have said 100,000, I at that time I didn't quite understand everything I was looking at on the minutes viewed. And well, frankly, the industry is evolving in that anyway, because before that it was how many viewers do you get, how many subscribers do you get, how many clicks do you get on your website. And then suddenly things start changing into the number of minutes viewed, so that when you're talking to advertisers, you can say it's not just that they were on the site, it's not just that they clicked on the video, they were watching for sustained periods of time. And that's when it has some meat on it. There's a line driving to left center field. That's going to get down, cut off by the center fielder, but that's going to be a base hit. 2-out single for Oscar Cerda. Cerda with a hit. And so the Diamondback 6 continues. It brings in Trey Gonzalez. Gonzalez stands in. Reached on a walk his first time up, and a strikeout victim back in the 4th. Batting here in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Evens the count at 1-1. I know that's dark on your screen, and it'll be this is an educational experience as well on Rio Sports Live, as I've got operators who have, in some cases, never operated a camera. There's another shot into the left field gap. That's going to go to the wall. Heading around second base, heading for third. They'll check up there. That's a double. The ball gets back in. Second and third, 2 outs as Gonzalez gets it done. And even that ball appeared to die as it got out in that outfield, as it looked like it was assured of getting to the wall. Cutting it off, center fielder was able to get it back in. That's Pepe Contreras to prevent a run. But the double by Gonzalez. And that brings in Ray Hernandez. Hernandez on the day, singled, drove in a run, and popped out. He's 1 for 2. 2 on, 2 out here in the 6th. Time is called. A 2-out single by Cerna. A double by Gonzalez following that up. And as time is called, they'll have a courtesy runner check into the game for the Diamondbacks. Derek Brasino, a junior for this team. Someone asked, where's the replay of that double? Challenge accepted. Here it is. You see that ball just kind of died out there in the outfield. Nonetheless, that was a double. Back to live action. Hernandez at the plate. Time is called. Thank you, Mario Palacios, for asking for that replay. I just incorporated that in about 2 weeks ago. Make it 3 with some softball coverage. There's a strike call. We keep the highlights and we run those at the end of our games, but finally incorporated a way to bring those highlights into our broadcast for a replay capability. Ball 1. What we've done is we've taken just a simple broadcast system and have built in the broadcast industry just as close to a TriCaster as you can have without a TriCaster. Ball 2 misses, 2-1. With a TriCaster, I would have a replay machine. I would have switching capabilities. I could preview cameras. And I'd also be at about $14,000. Here's a 2-1 pitch. High pop-up. Should end the inning. And it's dropped. 2 runs will score for the Diamondbacks. And they go nuts for Pioneer. Just a high pop-up out behind third base. And 2 runs across. And with 2 outs, the inning just opened up for Pioneer. Hernandez down at second base. He was running all the give credit to everyone on board for Pioneer on that play. When Hernandez first hit it, he just took off on the dead run. He wasn't going to let up. Same thing for the runners on base. At second base, you could easily jog into third with that pop-up out about 8 feet behind the third base bag. Two runs across, the inning continues, and here's Juanito Rivera. Rivera singled and scored his last time up. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to him. Strike called. Crystal Gross said she missed that. Well, we'll show it to you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. Get to it after this pitch. Here's the 1-1. Outside for ball 2. Here's the play. See, that's a mile high. It's just on the dirt. And just fair. The umpire was right there. He was standing in. Well, we're going to have to look at that again after this play. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a shot up the middle. That's a base hit. That's going to drive in a run. Play at the plate, maybe though. Out at the plate. And the inning comes to an end. So a run does not score after the hit by Rivera. They're going to have a big discussion over there on that one, but that's worth another look. Let's take a look at how this inning came to an end. Clean single all the way. And here's your play at the plate. Inning over. Exciting sixth. 2 runs across for the Diamondbacks on 3 hits. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Diamondbacks now on top by the score of 5-1. Coverage continues from UTRGV right here on Rio Sports Live.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Forget 5 years to pay for your furniture with Mi Casa Furniture. Low prices. Bedroom suite $369, dining set $399, queen mattress set $199.
Mi Casa Furniture, 7533 Boca Chica.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, I got the crowd mic working. Now you can get a general idea of what the atmosphere here is for this ball game. Pitch coming is a strike call. Bottom of the 6th inning as Juan Lopez stands in. Mario Reyna giving me some tips. Talk about that here in just a minute. 1-1 the count. Lopez stands in here in the 6th. Swing and a shot. That is a fair ball down the line and a base hit. And on his way to second base is Lopez, checking up with a stand-up double. Lopez with a double for the Sherryland Rattlers. All right, now I'll talk about this play-by-play here. When I started this streaming stuff, and I want to go way back, talk about when I started streaming with video, and it wasn't Rio Sports. It was back in a chat room in 1986 in Yahoo, my friends, when you had dial-up internet. As the pitch is coming in, bunt attempt, pulled back and a strike is called. At that point in time, yes, we had video, and so the television part of it says, let it develop, let it show. But the way it would freeze up back then, field one is high for ball one, 1-1. Back then when the internet was dial-up and it would freeze up, the first thing to go was the video, but the audio a lot of times would just keep going. Thus, coming from a history of radio first, it's pretty simple just to keep going. Let's just go with a radio call. And if the video's there, that's a bonus. And then I had a long talk with a couple of guys who were producing movies. And we had that discussion. Do you go with radio? Do you go with television? And my radio buddies were giving me all kinds of grief, saying that's a watered-down version of radio. Television guys were saying you're talking too much. So you come up with a happy medium way to get it done. But then the movie guys were like, hey, watch any movie about sports as a foul ball is back to the screen. And when they show the big plays and the big moments of the movies, it's video with the radio play-by-play. So that's what you get. So when you see something like that, Mario Reyna, that's the radio in me watching the play rather than waiting for the screen to develop. But I get it. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's through for a hit. And it gets by, and a run's going to score to make it 5-2. Rattlers not going away. Garcia gets the RBI. And it brings in Diego Pena. Throw to first, back in time. Pena's been on twice. Still looking for his first hit of the game. Shows a bunt. Pulls it back and takes a strike. 0-1. Garcia down at first. Pena waits. Went around, strike two. Alvaro Islas on deck. Diego Pena at the plate. Throw to first base. Back in time is Garcia. Takes a short lead. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first base, but the out was already recorded. So Pena down on strikes for the first out. Staying at first is Garcia, and it brings in Islas. Islas has a hit today, 1 for 2. On the game. Single back in the second. He was gunned down trying to score a run earlier. Takes one a little bit high for ball one. Rosales working here in the 6th. Spins it home. Gets away. Runner down to second base. Safe there. Count goes to 2-0 now on Easless. And one thing about the way this game is played out is there'll be a conference on the mound as Nunez makes his way out to Rosales. Is with the number of base runners we've had in the game, as we're here in the 6th, these pitchers have had to go deep in the pitch count, which will limit their abilities to come back and work if needed as early as tomorrow night if game 2 dictates. There's a strike call. 2-1 to Easless. Andy Lozano on deck. Lozano has a hit. Easless at the plate has a hit. 2 hits here this inning. The Rattlers have 6 in the game. 2-1 pitch headed home. Outside. Ball 3. Three balls and a strike. Sharyland Rattlers, after trailing by 4, trying to get something going here. Swing and a foul ball. Easless at the plate. Swinging a ground ball. Throw to first is in time for the out. Throw down to third, goes wide. Now trying to score, and he will. Safe at the plate, 5-3. Garcia heads up running. Two down in the inning, but more importantly, 2 runs across for the Rattlers. And here's Andy Lozano. Base is empty. Takes strike 1. So there's the 2 runs back that came in the top of the 6th. 0-1 pitch, up high, ball 1. And so now the Sharyland Rattlers are back in that position where 1 base runner will bring up the tying run to the plate. That misses for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, or check that, 2-1 to Lozano. Next one coming. It's a ground ball. That is a fair ball. Throw to first is in time for the out. Inning comes to an end. Tough play there on the infield for the Diamondbacks. In the inning for the Rattlers, they'll score 2 runs. They'll do so on 2 hits. No walks and nobody left. We head to the 7th. Diamondbacks with the lead, up 5-3. This is Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.
Back here on Rio Sports as we pick up action here in the 7th inning. And for the Sherryland Rattlers, new pitcher in the game. So I'll bring in Jesus Alarcon, a sophomore. He'll try to keep this at a 2-run game with this team down 5-3. And for the Rattlers, they know they'll have a shot as they'll have the number 9 hitter leading off the 7th, and then it's 1-2 in the lineup. For Pioneer, the outlook is even more promising as they have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters scheduled to hit here in the 7th inning, and realistically, all 3 are due to produce, as between the 3, there's 1 hit, a run scored, and a runner reaching on a fielder's choice. 5-3 ball game as we head to the 7th. Tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock start here at UTRGV. As Richard Thompson was talking about earlier, though, the different venues that are selling the tickets were busy starting yesterday and got busier today. And with what someone posted was 5,277 in accounted attendance here. Not certain how many tickets will be available for tomorrow. Leading it off here in the 7th. Tobias takes ball 1. Tobias is ready. Next one coming. Strike called. Evens the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Next one coming. A little bit high, ball 2. Alarcon in relief. Of Andy Lozano, who went 6 innings. Allowed the 5 runs. On 7 hits, there's a foul ball out of play. Nobody's left this facility. They are packed in here and standing room only, at least 6 or 7 deep. And they're standing out beyond the fences. Pitch coming, swinging a ground ball. That's to the right side. Second baseman makes the play and throws wide and safe. Tobias aboard. I said, these guys are all due hitting for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. Tobias on for a second time. He's now 2 for 4. And here comes Jacob Rosales for the at-bat. He gets a nice conversation down there, down the third base line. Diamondbacks would like to get a couple more insurance runs across. They did score 2 in the 6th after 2 were out, but those 2 were equaled by the Sherryland Rattlers in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th as Rosales is now ready. He steps in. Bunts it out in front of the plate. They'll get to it. Throw to first and safe there. It gets away down the line. Runner around third. Headed home. Run scores. Heading for third, Rosales. They finally get it in and throw it away. Rosales will circle the bases. 2 more runs across. Diamondbacks up 7-3. Just a classic case where the ball was thrown around the base paths and just overthrown, misplayed, miscued. And taking advantage of the opportunity, Rosales just never stopped pedaling. Seven 3 game. Diamondback fans having some fun now. Brings in Lugo. Ball 1 outside. Still nobody out in the inning as Lugo stands in. Behind him, Maldonado. There's a ground ball to second. On the money with the throw, 1 down. Four 3 on the put out. Now we'll see the approach when they face Maldonado here. Maldonado hit by a pitch his first time up. Hit a home run his next time up. Flied out to deep left field his third time up. Bats here in the 7th. Time is called as again something out on the field, out in that right field corner. And they'll retrieve it and get it back in. Seven 3 game. A run in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for the Diamondbacks, 2 in the 6th, and now 2 here in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 1 on Maldonado. First time up, when he made contact in the 4th, crushed a towering home run out of here. Second time up, appeared to hit it equally hard. But out more towards that 410 mark in center field. It takes a lot more to get it out of that left center shot than it does. There's a foul ball out of play. It looked like it hit him. There'll be a discussion on that as Maldonado went back to the dugout. 2 down in the inning. Angel Nunez stands in. Strike called. Oh, my camera's fluctuating out there in center field. On its last legs here, trying to close this game. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's a tough play. Shortstop will not get to it. And Nunez aboard. Inning continues as Oscar Cerna will get the hit. Cerna stands in. Takes ball 1. Throw to first, back in time. Four-run lead for the Diamondbacks here in the 7th. That just misses outside. Next one on the way. Strike call. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Next one inside. We'll be back on the air tomorrow with a broadcast. And how about Saturday for you? We got a crew I'm sending to Sherryland to cover 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament. I got a crew I'm sending out to Mission Vets to cover the state qualifying tournament. And I may have a third one going to Pioneer. And, oh, by the way, game 3 of this series could be going on. Someone asked me just this morning, so are you going to take a break this summer? I was contacted by a gentleman earlier today that's taking an elite 18 and under 7-on-7 team up to Round Rock in 2 weeks. There's a foul ball down the right field side, and that's out of play. And when he was running down the lineup of the players that's on that team, it's a potential who's who list for next year under the Friday Night Lights of high school football. Intriguing enough that the discussion carried further that we may indeed be on the road a couple of weeks in June to Round Rock. Later, we're going up for the 7-on-7 tournament at the state level. Individual approached me there about a month and a half ago to see if we would go up and cover the main field of the AstroTurf level of that and have the chance to broadcast the eventual state championship game in 7-on-7. Of course, this qualifier will ensure that 3 different teams from around this area will make the trip. So then it becomes a chore as ball 4 misses high. The chore up there is It's such a big venue, and so many teams and fields are used that for me to say I'm going to go up there and cover the Rio Grande Valley teams or the Laredo teams or the South San Antonio teams or the Corpus teams, all the teams that we cover here on Rio Sports, that's tough. I can tell you, if we go up there to broadcast what will eventually be the championship game, we'll be on the turf field, which will be the eventual state champion played out. There's a foul ball out of play. Up into the lights, back on the right side. No balls and a strike. Ball one misses. This inning represents the most hitters to come to the plate in any inning for either team here in the 7th. Gonzalez at the plate. Hits that foul out of play. He's the 7th man to bat in the inning for Pioneer. One ball, two strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Ball gets away. Nice play by Abraham Alvarez to keep that in front of him. 2-2 the count. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning, Sherryland again will have the 9-hitter, and then it's the top of the order. They'll have to produce at least 4. There's a ground ball foul on that third base side. Two on Gonzalez. He's been on twice today. Walked in the 2nd, doubled and scored a run in the 6th. 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called. Inning comes to an end. For the Rattlers of Sherryland, they score 2 important runs and head to the bottom of the 7th, 3 outs away from capturing game 1 of this best-of-3 series. Rattlers lead the Diamondbacks 7-3. Diamondbacks haven't backed down from anyone all season. Don't close it down just yet. We'll see what happens after this.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You brought my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
Back here on Rio Sports as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. I want to remind you again, in San Benito coming up, the next big event, July 6th, the Resaca Fest. Go to sanbenitoevents.com for more information. It'll be located at Memorial Park there at 705 North Bowie Street in San Benito, Texas. It's a free event, and it takes place on July the 6th. One of just many events taking place in San Benito, but this is one of their bigger ones. Food, music, and just good times to be had at the Resaca Fest in San Benito, as we thank San Benito for the city of San Benito, assisting in broadcasting our games here on Rio Sports. They're part of the level of advertising that gets them on every broadcast here on System 1, which is yours truly, as I make my travels covering these games. Bottom of the 7th inning, Rattlers will have to go to work. Ball 1 as we started off. Jacob Rosales back on the mound trying to finish it off. Saul Soto leading it off. Takes ball 2. Rattlers have proven the ability to come back in this ball game. As ball 3 just misses. And it's now a 3-0 count on Soto. Ball 4. 4 in a row out of the strike zone, and that's the way the 7th begins. And I alluded in the top of this 7th that the right guys were in place for Sherryland to make some noise. I didn't expand further by saying that if Soto could get on base, that could open up a bunch of opportunities, and he does with a leadoff walk.
98 pitches.
They just checked the pitch count on Rosales, and that's 98 pitches. I told you these guys were getting deep in their pitch count with the number of base runners and the way the hitters have worked the counts as well. One out in the inning. Nobody out. Pepe Contreras steps in. Crowd is stuck around for this one.